Greetings folks, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be testing out a new piece of kit, and this is a prototype log carrier from my good friend Marcus, Needleworks Outdoors. Comes in this little bag. As I said, this is a prototype, so this may not be the finished article. Right, I'm basically going to go off into the woods, go and get some logs, put them in the log carrier, bring it back, light the fire, and that's about it really. But I want to see how this performs, because I think the handles might be a little bit too long, so that's the main reason. The material this is made out of is a very lightweight canvas, and this is just the prototype. When it goes into production, when I've ironed out any flaws, it'll probably be in waxed canvas or cordura, one or the other, or maybe both, I don't know. Right, let's go find some firewood. Got a down birch here, so hopefully that's dry. I'll take my knife now, take a shaving off it, see if it's dry. Well, the birch wasn't dry, but the beech behind was. Let's move up the bank. I'm going to get that, fill this log carrier up. Well, I think that's plenty for my fire today, because beech burns long and hot. Good stuff. And that is really nice and dry. Fun and games going up the bank. Yes, that was fun and games. Right, I'm going to cut some twigs now, which was the first branch I pulled down, and then we're good to go. Excellent, that's plenty of wood there. Now I'm going to find some really fine twigs, and I'm going to utilise the carrying bag. Super fine twigs, bone dry. That's what we like. Glasses are steaming up. Right, back to camp. Right, this I had to take off my belt because it was tipping. So I don't think that's a good idea. Yes, we'll have a rethink on that. But the bag's fine. Do think the handles are still a bit long though. Right, back at camp, a little warmer than I was before. It's quite difficult to judge the temperature in the UK because 1 minute it can be like 20 degrees and really nice, and then it can be like about 8 with a bit of a wind chill, so I am a bit warm. Right, I'm going to get this fire going now. I'm just going to clean the leaves out where I usually put the fire, and the firewood roller, get some of the gnarlier pieces, place them on the ground. Then I'm going to find the nicest, straightest piece, as dry as humanly possible, and I'm going to make a big pile of shavings. This wood is absolutely crap for making feather sticks, so it's a shavings day. So slight problem, all this wood is dry inside but it's a bit damp on the outside, so I think I'm going to have to switch tactics. I cut this a couple of weeks ago. Still too damp. So my plans are going out to the window. I got to do something else. Right. Because the plan was I was going to make a nice big pile of shavings on top of the log carrier, and then I was going to use my big hex rod to light them. So that was the plan. Plans go out to the window. There we are. And I don't really feel like going off and trying to find something for feather stick. This wood is wet, but my twigs are dry, so I'm going to use a match. I like matches anyway, but this does show something. Don't rely on ferro rods, because if you can't find tinder, no, there is one piece of tinder here, but not enough. This bark, which is peeled off these, this will light with a ferro rod, but it'll go up so quick that I'm not going to be able to get my twigs on quick enough to get them to light. Guess who's having a really bad day? Right, first of all, these matches are ancient, so I'm going to have to throw them away and get some new ones. These are absolutely terrible. Yeah, the longer they take to light, they are old. In fact, they're 20 years old because I bought them in the States. Yeah, they were the last of them. Bloody awful. So I'm going to try one more now of the one with the tape around them, because the last one was just a regular match and I did think it would go up. It's struggling. This wood actually was nowhere near as dry as I thought it was. Yes, I'm having a bad fire lighting day today, and if I had just grabbed two of them feather sticks from over there or used my celluloid fire lighter, I would have had none of these problems. Right, check your match pots for old matches, throw them away and put fresh in. Definitely. Well, it is catching, but it's really struggling. Well, I don't think it's going out, so I'm going to put my kettle on. Well, that was a rather painful experience for somebody who should know better. Somebody who's lit probably about 1,000 fires. Yeah, so lessons learnt. Those matches are going in the bin, in the trash. If you're the other side of the pond, in the trash they go. Yeah, there we are. That could have been a really easy experience. There we are. That's damp broadleaf forest for you, even on a dry day. Although it did rain last night, but that didn't make a blind bit of difference. That's just an excuse. Right, I'm going to enjoy a cup of tea now. Oh, and I have been asked, what tea do you drink? Yorkshire tea. Always Yorkshire tea. Right, let's talk about this. I'm going to start off with a carrying bag. It's a great idea, and if I was stuffing it full of birch bark, it would be absolutely perfect. But I think that thing, if I'm carrying twigs, that needs to go there, and maybe a bit deeper. That's about it. I can't say any more. It's a little bag. But it's a good idea to have the two together, but I would go slightly deeper with that clip there. And if you put the clip there, you're actually reinforcing the popper anyway. Here's the roll. As I said earlier, it's not going to come in this material. This is just a prototype to get the sizing right. I think the sizing is absolutely perfect. The strap to go around your bundle, I think that size bundle, what I put in here was just about right, you know, to get your fire going. Okay, if you're overnighting it and you want to burn big stuff, you're not going to carry it in there. but for what I did and for what I usually do, it's the perfect size. Handles might be a little long. I think perhaps about that size would be better, so I'll tell him that when he makes the next one. But yeah, I like this. I think it's a great idea. Well, it's my idea, so I would think it's great. So hopefully these will go into production, and I will let you know, and I will show you the finished product next time. Like I said earlier, the plan was I was going to get a stick and I was going to stand up, make a nice big bundle of shavings that would land on this, put them together and light them with my big hex ferro rod. But that didn't happen. That went out the window. My choice of wood wasn't great. You could hear it snapping and it was nice and dry inside. But get into that inside, and the piece I split, well, that wasn't worth a shit. Right, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your comments, unless they're nasty comments, and I don't want any of them. Thank you very much, and a thumbs up is always appreciated. Until the next time, ta-ra. Open the tool roll up. Wrong one, it's not a tool roll, it's a firewood roll. So I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to use a feather stick. And I made a couple of feather sticks here last week, and I hung them underneath the tree. Now they're probably a tiny bit damp. No, start that again. We're not going to put that in because I changed my mind. I said I'm going to use a match. Blooper.